Right, so I thought I'd do a little video on removing this rubber strip that runs in the seam line of our Rover 45. It's quite interesting how it comes out. If you look down here, there's like almost the head of a nail. If I bring you all the way along to the other end, there's the head of a second nail at the front. While we're doing this is hopefully you can see is to clean out all the dirt in this galley and also check, hopefully you can see, if you can, there's sort of daylight that just comes through here, so the water that builds up in here runs down there, and if it blocks up it can get in the car, and we have noticed a little bit of water coming into the car, so that's why we're doing it, to clean all that out. And it does look like somebody's tried to silicone it a little bit, so hopefully we're going to clean that out, check it's sealed in there, and get this strip back. So what we did, we left it connected this end, and from this end what we did was pushed this rubber strip backwards, so it's sort of backward in the middle, and as you can see it's like a big part of the hook and a slim part, so that pushes this strip along to the big bit and then it comes out, and I'll show you us doing that in just a minute. So yeah, if we come over to the other side, you can see the strip is still in there on the roof, and what we did, use the head of a hammer, just got it in there and then gently push it up, and hopefully what you do is see us pushing it and moving it up and getting it away. Yeah, so what we did was pushed it with the end of a hammer, and as you see, as you push it, if I go down the end of the roof, you see it starting to bubble up just there, and it comes out of the hook, and then you can get hold of it and lift it out. So yeah, once you've got it unhooked, and you can see again there's that little almost nail head and the hook, you can then start to pull it all the way out. And again, this has been siliconed, we think, for the same reason, so it's a case of moving it about, and that gets it out. And again, you can see that hook end and that little nail end. So what we're going to do now is remove all the silicone away from there and clean this runnel out. Right, so we're just going to clean out this gully with a bit of good old spray and shine. Use a brush and work it in, and then what we're going to do is probably clean this out with some panel wipe, and then put a little bit of silicone round there, but making sure the hole there doesn't get blocked, and actually make sure no water leaks through there, because what we don't want is that getting any worse and causing rust or damaging the roof liner, which is where we've seen it get a little bit damp just exactly under there. And what can happen is it lines up exactly with the seat, and can wet the seat in very, very heavy rain. So before it gets any worse, that's what we want to do. Yeah, so hopefully now you can see it's a lot cleaner, the gully all the way down, and all that sort of horrible mud and moss that's built up over the years, and actually probably well worth doing anyway. On the car's gone. In there it's looking a lot cleaner, and then we have to put the silicone just up in there and there, keeping that little bit there for the water to run out done. Little rust spot, so we can just treat that with rust as well. So that's what we're going to do next. Right, so now the gully is all cleaned out, and as you can see we've cleaned out in there as well. What we're now going to do is put the silicone just in there and there, but still leaving the little drain hole there, so any water that builds up in this can still run out down the window screen, and that's what we think is happening. Instead it's running right down here and getting into the car, possibly, and down into that gully as well. We know that's probably the case because someone, when we got the car at some point, had silicone here and here, but they just siliconed on the seal. Hopefully this will do a better job, but what we do know is it must have worked for a fair time, because in 7 years of us owning it, it's only in the last sort of 6 months we've really had a problem. So that's what we're going to do next. So yeah, we're just going to use a black silicone and literally get it right in there and squirt it in. We've got nothing really to lose. It'll still be nice and neat, and we think possibly this may have had a change of window screen, and that's why this one's been prone more to leaking. That's what someone had tried to solve years ago. It looks like in a way they did solve it. So hopefully now we'll make it a little bit better. Right, so hopefully you can see, or perhaps not really see, just a small amount of silicone each side. But there, I've managed to get the camera so you can just see the daylight coming through. So any water running down this gully that gets past the rubber seal will still get out over the window screen, but nothing will go down either side. So now more or less all that's need to do is to put back the plastic strip that runs over the gully. Right, so we've now got this side in, and that goes down and pushes that way, and then you have quite a bit of an access. So we've pushed that all the way in. As you see, that's bending up, and what that does is give you the access to get the little hook on there and push it that way, and that should hold it all in. Right, so that's the strip back in, and we've got it in both ends. It is a little bit fiddling. It doesn't seem the greatest of fit, so we hope when it warms up and settles, it expands into its original place, because they've been out for quite some time. Right, so as expected, I just thought I'd add this in, that leaving it there a day in the hot sun, this strip has now settled a lot better and moulded back into shape. So if you are worried when it first goes in it doesn't seem right, then it will settle, but I'd imagine it could be a problem in colder weather. So yeah, certainly worth being aware of, but that proves in some warm sun, and a day sitting there it will settle and set itself back in and lock itself into those clips a lot better. Hopefully that video's helped you in how to get the strip out, and also we just sort of covered why we took the strip out as well. So if you're looking to take these rubber strips out that run along the roof, that's how to do it. And as I say, we showed you the reason why we did it. As always, thank you very much for watching the video, and don't forget to check out any other videos we do on our channel. All the links are there, as well as our Instagram and Twitter.